Hello, I am Indipan. I am the creator of Saddlebag Exchange and Azeroth Auction Assassin. Today, we are going to talk about Azeroth Auction Assassin 2.0. Download it. You're going to go to our GitHub and you can select either the Mac OS or the Windows version. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get the Windows version. Once this downloads, I'm going to take this and I'm going to drop this into the folder where I keep my AAA stuff. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the app. So you're going to have this window pop up just because we don't pay for this $500 fancy certificate to make this go away. Windows is a little bit of a racket, but you can donate to us so we can make this go away one day. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to run the file. Once this pops up, we'll then get our Azeroth Auction Assassin 2.0 popping up. If you are ever behind on a version, it's also going to tell you to go and download the latest version. Now, let's go ahead and let's go through some of the changes. We have a brand new fancy UI, and that's going to be a lot nicer for a lot of people. So let's start out with the settings. Now, in the settings, you can configure everything for your app. By default, it might be a little bit zoomed in. So you can control this by zooming out or zooming in to get whatever you prefer. I prefer it about 80%, and I'm also going to full screen this so that we can get this a little bit bigger. If you are on Windows, by default, it may choose a weird directory. It's not going to automatically find your folders like the old one did. So all you have to do is you'll just have to go to Browse, and you'll just have to find where you had your old data directory, and then select that, and it should work. Otherwise, by default, it's going to then put this under your app data local. So if you go to your user, go to your app data local, you'll see an Azeroth Auction Assassin folder. And in here, you're going to basically see the one it creates by default. You can either have this here or on your desktop, wherever you prefer. Then you're going to fill in your secrets as normal, your Discord webhook URL, your WoW data secrets for the API, and your assassin token that you'll get on Discord. You can see our previous videos as this has not changed from this version, as well as all the other settings where you can choose your region, you can choose the threads, anywhere from 1 to 99, but it works pretty well even on 5, although this version is very fast. So if we kick this up to 99, you'll see that it's really going to go a lot faster. So you can also add in extra alerts if you wanted to alert at a specific minute, and you can have your token prices as normal. You can also have many different options. All this is standard between this version and the new version. So when we go into our actual items menu, you'll see that it's actually very, very nice. So we can actually have the Wowhead pop-ups. These unknown items are just here because these items are not yet in the game, and I have many furnishings that are already in here. You can find this full AAA list and PVS list in our Saddlebag Discord. Now we can add everything normally as we did from files, or we can search by item. So let's go ahead and let's add a T-Boo. So we can go ahead, find the name, search it, and T-Boost comes up. We'll go ahead and we'll use that, and we can set whatever price we want. Just like in the old version, this automatic price can be configured, and this comes from our discount versus average. For example, if the price was 100K by default, what TSM says is the average price, and we put in 10, then it's going to tell us to snipe for 10K and get a 90% discount. I have it set to 10. So by default, T-Boo is probably going to be around 2 million, but I have it reduced down to 200K. I'm going to add this in, and we have T-Boos in our list. So we can go ahead, and we can also search for that, and we can pop that up if we want. We can also edit it as we want. So maybe I want this for anything under 400K is good. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to update that. And you can also remove this as needed. Then we can go into our eye level lists, and we can add everything as normal. You can also search for specific items. And we can add those, and it'll automatically find that and add that into our list. And we can go for multiple items. So let's just pick a random one. And you see it will all add these to the list. And when we add the rule, it will display all the items, and you will also get the wow head pop up as well. We can also go ahead and restore any of our backups. We constantly save backups once per hour whenever you're using this. So we can go ahead and let's restore a backup. And you can see that I have all of my items in my list. Let's go ahead. Let's find another backup where I maybe had some more items. I know I had some others around here somewhere. Yeah, so right here, I have multiple items. If you have multiple items in the list, they'll all be displayed. And you can obviously search for any item as normal. And you can search for socket, speed, avoidance, whatever. For pets, what we've gone ahead and we have merged the old legacy pet rules with the new ones. So you can either import your old ones where you were just looking by the pet name, or your new ones where you're looking to match specific levels. So now with pets, you can go ahead and you can match any pet levels. You can select your specific breeds that you want for it. If you want to exclude specific breeds and only look for certain ones, and you can search by level, or you can add whatever you want. So then let's search for a random pet. How about the orange cat? And we can go ahead and it will go ahead and add in our pet ID, the price, and we can add whatever level we want. Or we can go ahead, let's search for a new pet. Let's add that in. And we can even search for level 1 to level 25 or whatever we desire. And we can add that pet in. So let's go ahead and we can then start our search. And we can go ahead and we will also have logs as far as everything that's going on that we can watch. So let's start up our alerts. And you're about to see that it's going to scan everything really fast. It's going to go through the entire list and everything. It's only stopping because we're getting a little bit Discord rate limited. But we will see that all of our items are going to start to really run by in our lists. And so let's take a look at some of our findings now. So we can go ahead and we can look at some of our pet findings, and that's going to pop up our undermine link. So if we click one of those links, it's going to bring us, and we're going to see that we have Sunder hatchlings for around 90K and 288K at level 25. Let's go ahead and we see that level 25 pet, and we see that other level 25 pet. We can also go ahead and let's go and check out some of our BOE findings, where we can go to our saddlebag link. We can see the item is there in the list. But let's go ahead and let's check out our where to sell. And this is going to automatically connect to the where to sell with our eye level service if you are searching by eye level. So for this one where we're matching a 714, it's going to go ahead and show us the best realm to sell our 714 on. Please share, like, and subscribe, and let us know if you have any questions or comments. Thank you.